Hey everyone, I'm Jessica Peters and welcome to UA Insider, the featured television show of Ultimate Athlete magazine. Today, we'll bring the pages of our magazine to life with some high-energy feature videos on some returning powerhouse lacrosse teams to look for this spring season. First, we'll start by visiting the 5-time state champions of Garden City Girls Lacrosse, where we'll see how this dynasty is preparing for the upcoming season. Then we'll see what players will be stepping up this year to help the West Islip boys lacrosse team defend their state championship title. After that, we'll check out the Lady Dalers of Farmingdale, where most of the players are returning from last year's state championship team and they are looking to repeat. And finally, we'll see how the Garden City boys lacrosse team is aiming to make this year one to remember. We've got all those great videos coming right up, so stick around. You're watching UA Insider. Tradition runs deep in the Garden City athletic community, and for their girls lacrosse program, their tradition seems to be winning it all. For the past 5 years, this team has won the state championship title, helping to rank them among the top in the nation. Let's head to the video to meet some of the talented ladies on this year's team.
The Garden City High School girls lacrosse team is once again gearing up for an exciting season. The 5-time state champions have their sights set on making it an even half dozen this year. For the girls who get a chance to play on this amazing team, it's an experience they will never forget.
It's unreal to be a part of everything and just to be a part of the tradition that comes out of the school and being a part of everything that's you grow up, you come to the games, you watch the older girls play, and you just dream of being on the field, and you dream of just playing with everybody, and to be able to actually play is just unbelievable.
Well, it's an awesome opportunity to be able to play for Garden City, and our team every year I feel like it gets closer and closer, and the girls are all great. We all work so well together. We're friends on and off the field, so I really think that's why we're so successful. I remember when I was younger, I definitely looked up to the varsity team, and we actually recently had an opportunity to host a clinic for the younger girls who are just starting to play. And I think that it's really important for them to get to meet us, and hopefully, in how many, 5 or 6 years, or how many years they have, they could be filling our positions. And I think it's really important for us to be involved with the youth program here, so they can be just as successful as we have been.
It's an unbelievable experience here. I mean, I'm going to Notre Dame next year to play lacrosse, and I think the memories, the team bonding, all of that thing is most important to me. And then on top of that, we've won 5 state championships. Going for my 4th, it's been awesome.
I trust my team like no other. They're the best girls ever, and everyone knows what they're doing. We all play club, so we all play club. We all work out here, play crazy. Everyone does their best to practice. No one slacks off.
The secret to any successful sports program is teamwork. However, for a high school team that loses its senior players every year, teamwork is critical.
We have a really good team chemistry. Every year it seems that we always come back and the team's always really close, and our school is pretty small, so we all have some classes together, and everyone in every grade is friends, so it really starts off with team chemistry, and then obviously we run every day and do stick work and stick drills and everything like that, and then bring it together in plays and stuff like that, so it all comes together nicely.
Well, this year we have actually a smaller team than we ever had in the past couple of years, which is new for us. We've usually had teams of 30 or so, and this year I think we're only 25 or 26. I just think that it means that we're going to be a lot closer, and everyone's going to get a chance to be closer to everyone, and we'll all be closer friends, and I think it should work out really well.
As Garden City looks forward to the new season, the team has to once again prepare itself to lose its top players when the year ends.
Definitely I'm going to miss the people. I mean, the team has definitely changed over the past couple years since I've been a freshman. And I mean, it's just kind of like home now because I'm so used to like every day coming out with the same people. And it's going to be weird to play in college without playing with the same 6 or 7 girls that I played with since 3rd grade. It's going to be a totally different experience. And when I play against them, it's going to be like, oh my gosh, I know exactly how she's going to pass it or shoot it. So it'll be interesting to see what we all end up doing in college and how well everyone does.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to see what players will be stepping into the spotlight on this year's West Islip lacrosse team. As the West Islip lacrosse team gears up for this season, they have the goal of being 3-time state champions in mind. In our next video, let's see what seniors are stepping up to help lead this year's team to victory.
1, 1, 2, That's what I'm talking about. That's from a while out.
I always can't wait for the winter to end because I know lacrosse season's coming and we've had so much success in the past 2 years, so it's definitely an exciting time of the year, and I'm just looking to duplicate what we've done the past 2 years.
I can speak for the whole team, and I can say that we all seem pretty excited for that first game. We all can't wait to suit up in our jerseys and just get ready to knock skulls.
I started in 10th grade on the team, and it was intimidating knowing the criteria that came into lacrosse and knowing that they already won 2 state championships before I came on the team.
We've gone to the state playoffs for the last 7 straight years, and fortunate enough we've been able to win it 4 times. We've gone to the county finals 10 of the last 11 years. The biggest thing that got us to jump to the next level was our youth program. The youth program really kicked in about 10, 12 years ago and really started giving us a much more depth. And we've been able to compete pretty successfully.
Mike Sago, Kyle Carrigan, Kyle Turry, we got moved up together in 8th grade to play on the freshman team. So we've been buddies since PAL back in 1st grade, so it's exciting to be leaders of the same team.
The biggest thing with the youth program is it lets them evolve as lacrosse players from a skill-based standpoint. It's a very skilled sport.
We've been playing with each other for years now, so we know each other's tendencies and stuff like that, so it's definitely an advantage, I think, than other teams that haven't been playing with each other so long.
You can definitely tell on the offensive end, like people know where they're going to be in certain plays, and defensively we work very well together.
And I think that's contributed most of our success is how long we've been playing together, and building that team chemistry is definitely something that has to be taken into consideration with how well we've been doing.
20 years ago we would have 5 or 6 real good skilled kids, and the rest of the kids would be kids who were playing lacrosse as their second sport type of deal. Now we have 15, 18 skilled kids. Just about a whole squad has been playing since 3rd or 4th grade.
Now the team has developed into, we have so much depth looking down the roster, and I think that's made this year a lot more unique than it has been in the past few years. We don't have a guy like Nicky that's just going to take over a game, but we have 4 or 5 guys that work together and make our team so hard to stop because we have so many aspects to attack people from.
We're real happy with where we're at right now. Everybody thinks we were a 3-horse show last year. We had great players in Nicky Galasso and Andrew Hodgson and Robbie Moore, but we had a lot of kids besides them that had real good seasons last year.
There's actually been a lot of down talk against us where I think they're not giving our offense a lot of credit. So we're just going to play our game, they can play theirs, and see who comes out on top.
I think the fact that people are writing us off this year because of the skilled talent that we lost, and I think that's just, I know it's motivated me, and it's definitely motivated the guys around here to, just work that much harder to prove people wrong and, show people that the dynasty hasn't ended and we don't rebuild here, we just reload.
We're looking pretty good, and I think we'll be ready by the first game of the season, and we got 4 great captains to lead us.
Well, we've had a couple scrimmages that we've done well in, but we also have seen our low points, but we're definitely getting better.
We definitely want to have the success that we've had in the past couple of years, and it's definitely a big motivation for all of us.
I think the biggest thing is that we've won the county championship for the last 7 straight years, and nobody wants to be the first team to not win the county championship once you've done it a number of times.
You learn from all the scrimmages that you play in, and you got to learn to be consistent throughout the season and be able, when it comes to early June, when it comes around the state championship time, be ready for it. We always talk about that's our goal. We don't really have any lower of a goal, and we'll be disappointed if we don't reach it.
A lot of people understand that when you do stuff in college, in high school, it's really about what you did your senior year. That's where your legacy really lies, and I think right now those guys, are taking the approach that this is their senior year, and this is the year that really they have to do something special, and they don't want to rest on their laurels of what they've done in the past.
Well, definitely last year when we won states, it was a great feeling, but we still felt there was more to be accomplished, and to go out winning a state championship will be great.
We've been playing for a while, and we've had a lot of success together, the 4 of us, so hopefully we can just do it again and then go on our separate ways and be successful at the next level.
Stay tuned, UA Insider continues right after the break for some fireworks with the Farmingdale girls lacrosse team. At Farmingdale High School, the 2-time state champion girls lacrosse team is looking to defend their title. Let's meet some of these Lady Dalers who are 3-sport athletes and train all year round.
Since I was a freshman, we won 2 state championships, 3 Long Island championships, and 3 Nassau County championships, hopefully going on our 4th.
We knew when they were in 8th grade that this was a special group, and they have not let us down in any way, shape, or form.
We have 5 seniors who have been playing since their freshman year. So this is their team, and our big question this year to those 5 seniors is going to be, what is your legacy? I think I'm extremely lucky as a coach that they are willing to put the time in out of season. They are playing all summer, they're playing all fall, they're playing all winter. Those sticks are in their hands all the time.
We're fit all year round, and we've all been playing with each other since we were so young. So we just know what everyone's move is going to be at that exact moment. We know how to read each other.
We know each other pretty well. We know where people are cutting and where everybody's going to be and what their strengths and weaknesses are.
We're like a family, and you could tell that our off-the-grass relationship comes on to when we actually play.
That's what really makes us a great team.
There's a good majority of us that all play outside of here, lacrosse, most of us actually, and a lot of other girls are playing in college also.
The fact that they're also good in the classroom and that they're students makes it easier to teach them, because you just kind of have to tell them about the concepts and they seem to get it right away.
We only lost 3 starters from last season, so we really want to compete to get on the bus to go up to Portland again, and we think that our chances are pretty good.
We lost good players last year, but we look pretty good so far this year. We refilling on defense, so hopefully we can bring back the same speed we had last year also. Every year we lost players and everyone always doubted us. We're always the underdogs, but we just love to prove them wrong. A lot of people don't give us the credit, I guess, that we deserve, that we've won the past 2 years, and this year we're really going to come out strong and hopefully win another one.
I think this year's team is destined to do great things. You know, I never like to predict where we want to go, but I think it's obvious that we want to get to those next level games that really mean something, and hopefully to continue to be playing maybe into late May and June.
We're hoping. We're going to do everything we can to get there. We're always the underdogs, so we're going to prove them wrong again.
Keep it locked. We'll be right back to find out how this year's Garden City boys lacrosse team is preparing to go out on top. As the Garden City boys lacrosse team prepares for this upcoming spring season, they're ready to give it all they've got. The team's senior leaders have been training all year round to help build on top of last year's Long Island Championship title and end their high school career by conquering the state. Let's head to the video to see how this team's chemistry will help take them all the way.
Three boys, Stephen Jelica, Brian Fisher, and Tommy Jordan, have been on the team. This will be their 4th season. They started as freshmen. That doesn't happen very often around here. I mean, we've had some outstanding players, but I don't think we ever had 3 years where 3 players started as freshmen and obviously continue all the way through. They've been outstanding leaders. I've been there for 3 county championships and state final appearance last year.
Myself, Brian Fisher, and Tommy Gordon were on this team since we were freshmen. We've been fortunate enough to win the county championship every year that we've been on the team, and we won. We got all the way to the state championship last year together. It's pretty cool now being a senior, just because now I'm playing with all my buddies and all the kids we've been growing up with, and we still haven't achieved our main goal of a state championship, so everyone was working really hard in the winter to get ourselves in really good shape, and we came out here and had a great first week of practice.
It's unusual for 3 boys to come in as freshmen at 14, 15 years old and be able to come in and compete on a team that wins the counties in 08 and goes to Long Island Championship. That's very hard to do. It's probably one of the more difficult things to do, but they're physically gifted. And mental toughness comes into play. It's a much longer season than you'd have in 8th, 7th, and 8th grade. So the demand on them was great, but they were able to pull through and really not just be role players, but be key pieces of a county championship team.
As we were younger, all of us always wanted to get to that state finals games. We finally did it last year, and I think this year is to win it, actually, this year. So it's going to take a lot of hard work. We did a lot of hard work during the off season, training, performance center. Some guys trained on their own. We've been definitely working hard during the off season, and hopefully it'll pay off.
We trained like harder than I've ever trained and harder than these guys have ever trained in the winter, just because there's that sense of this is it. Basically, this is our last 3 months of school as seniors, and it's our last time to actually have a shot at winning the state championship, which is actually a scary feeling. So everyone put it all on the line this winter. We came out here, we're running a lot in practice, training harder than we ever have, and everyone's feeling good. We may not be where we want to be with the playing, but just with the amount of heart and hustle that we came out here with in the first week of practice, it shows a lot where we can go with this season.
Well, we've been running a lot. Coach Pinnell's got us on the end line a lot. It's tough, but it's worth it, because when we get to the fourth quarter and there's that ground ball, you got to run, you got to get there, you got to pick up the ground ball and move it, and it might be the difference in the game. Well, our offense has a lot of chemistry, and we've had a lot of kids playing together for a lot of years, probably since they were in second grade, and they got a lot of chemistry together. And our defense is really good. We got a really good goalie defense. Dan Marino, JP Burnside, Steve Jahelka, and hopefully we can our offense will click together this year and score a lot of goals.
I feel fortunate. I coach football and lacrosse, and I've had Stephen, Brian, and Tommy. I've coached them for 4 years in lacrosse and for 3 years in football. So for me personally, it'll be they'll be missed. I've been able to form great relationships with them on and off the field, and they've been the backbone of our team for 3 years, going on 4.
The senior bond that we have, especially with even with the juniors, I've known these kids since I lived here in 3rd grade, and we always done stuff together, football field, lacrosse field, during the summer, during the winter, summer leagues, we always played together, and definitely be missed when the season ends, but we'll get new friends during college, but there's nothing like high school friends.
Well, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of UA Insider. And remember to keep checking back with us all year round for the most unique coverage of Long Island high school sports. If you think you know someone we should feature on our show, email us at info@ultimateathletemagazine.com. For UA Insider, I'm Jessica Peters. We'll see you next time.